Hello students, I'm Shantadi Bhaumik, HOD English. How are you all? Feeling bored? There are many things we have been studying, and I think at your home some things are necessary. You must be away from your school feeling bored, so the note is writing. It is of 50 words, as you will see. Inside the box you have to make, and the box has to be made with a pencil, obviously. Marks generally is of 4 to 5 marks maximum, and don't exceed the limit of one paragraph. It is always one paragraph. As I have marked there, these are the things you need to keep in mind. Name of the institution, any institution. Obviously, like Daffodils World School is one of the institution. Then I left a line there. Now you see the date at the left hand side, and I have left a line there, the second one after the name of the institution. Then the date is written, and notice is written in blocks. That it will be a bit one line above that one. Then there is subheading. Subheading is the proper underlining thing which you are describing. Now after subheading there is a line to be left. Now in the contents of one paragraph, say for example, I take up the example of somebody has lost a water bottle or so. Now that water bottle, whom to contact with? There are some things written: whom, what, when, where, how, contact, and something or the other. These things keeping in mind, we need to find out that, say for example, where the person has to contact, how the thing has to be deposited, or when the person has to be contacted. Say for example, any person, the class monitor or the class teacher. The information about the water bottle may be given, and on the basis of that has to be given. So all these things are mentioned in the notice. You must be seeing the notice in your schools, and those notice bear all this informations. And contact which is written there, the contact, sometimes the timings are also precisely written. Say for example 3 to 4 p.m. or in the zero period or something or the other, you need to meet. That is the thing. You may be given some other names also. Say for example Ankit, Ankita. Ankit is a boy's name and Ankita is a girl's name. Now Ankit will be given a designation for a head boy, and another, say for example Ankita, may be given that of a head girl. Now first you have to sign. That's you saw sign, I have just ticked. Now then you write down the name and your designation as per it is given. So next we go on to message writing. Same as 50 words. I have always calibrated the words. The words are necessary, and you have to write that down, count it, write it down. At the end of the box, you have to make a box with a pencil, and you have to write it down after counting at the end. Marks are always 4 to 5, and the format is in front of you. There is a box made. The date is given, line left, right inside there is an AM PM time given. Generally messages are written when there is a kind of a telephonic conversation, or a message is to be delivered to somebody who is not present at the same moment. Now say for example A calls up B to give an information about C, who is not present. Maybe he must have gone to cricket coaching or a movie or something or the other. Generally you go. So what do you do? So the person who is receiving the call may be also leaving for some or the other work. So at that time, he needs to write down a small message to the person who is not present there. Salutation. You see the word salutation there? So the name has to be assigned. Then again leave the line and content. Whatever the message he has received from the other person on the over the line, he has to give it in a very short form and write down his name there at the end. The name is written there, and you see the time is precisely been to be written. A date is obviously needed. The line to be left, salutations done, and again you leave a line. And content, again I remind you that's of 50 words. Count the words properly and don't count single letter words. As I am showing you the name to be written there as Suresh or something or the other, so only single name, no surnames to be written. It's a kind of informal way of informing somebody. It's not a formal way. So try not to use your surnames. So the content is quite clear. It is written, and this is the space for the content. So message writing must be clear with you. Whenever giving the message, you follow a particular point that you don't exceed the limit or don't exaggerate on something. Next we come on to the format of diary entry. Yes, diary entry is of 100 words. It is quite clearly written there. It is also one where you have to make it with a box, with a pencil. Now this has 5 to 6 marks, like 100 words are there, so obviously the weightages are more. And here you see there is a difference. It is of 2 paragraphs. Now the 2 paragraphs you have to need to take care how to change a paragraph. Now as we will go through, yes, this is the format. You are the secretary of the welfare organization of your school under your leadership. The thing has been there. Yes, now it's come back again. Yeah. Organization was able to collect a substantial annual for the old age. Help me. That's the question I'm reading out to you. Now, how to write it? The writing process, first you make that box. The date is written there. Day is necessary here. The day and the date is necessary. You leave a line and then write the time or. You see the time here right hand side, you can see the time can be written this side also. So this day is to be written in the front. That's what the arrow is for. And day and then the date. Then we leave a blank. And here I indicated just now with the arrow that the arrow indicates that this side, right hand side also you can make it. In that way, next you write down dear diary. Sometimes name can also be suggested of the diary, like Ferrari or something or the other, any name. Fantastic names you give to the diaries, right? And then you leave a line again, and now this is the space for your content. I told you that's of 2 paragraphs. Please don't make those dotted lines which I have indicated. That is to be specified how and where, and the positioning of the things has to be written. So the body has been dotted out. Say for example, dear diary is dotted out. The same way writer's name after leaving a line has to be written. The name is only the single name has to be written. Like I wrote down Suresh previously, the same way. I hope you're getting it. See, it's very easy if you get it as very simple way. And you can come back to the slides again and again as you read. Now here is a report writing in front of you. Sometimes it bothers you, means it's a kind of a report writing. Sometimes it gives you a kind of a shiver also. But report writing is very easy. It's 100 to 120 words, and there is no box. Generally, we are dealing with 6, 7, or 8 marks. Now, why 6 or 7 or 8 marks is deliberately been given to you because sometimes the test is given for 6 marks. And in the term examination, it's generally for 8 marks. So, 2 paragraphs as it is of 100 and above words, 100 to 120 words, and 2 paragraphs, we understand. Now you see, this is the format of the report writing. And this report writing, we see a blue area. I'll be marking with a blue pen only, right? So I don't think so there will be any problem. Headline or title. Then there will be a byline. Now mind you, whenever you are reporting something, reporting is done on a particular thing. Say for example, greenhouse effect. Now greenhouse effect may be a wholesale headline. Now you may write down what kind of problems you are dealing with in the greenhouse effect. It's a very big topic and you may be reporting upon that, or you may be reporting upon a kind of an accident which must have taken place. You are the reporter, so by your name should come. And name your name only without a surname. Then leave a line. And name just like as I have written here, example Ravi or something. Okay, fine. Next, after leaving the line, the place is optional because some places, some reports need places, and another place after putting place and comma, then you write down the date. In the content, we have opening paragraph, details, and conclusion. It's not that deals with 2-3 paragraphs, but at least 2 paragraphs should be there. 3 paragraphs better. So that is the content line. Nothing should be written below it. So that is what is about the report writing. Now we go on to the same cousin, brother of report writing, as you say. That's article writing. It is also got 100 to 120 words, mind you. And obviously no boxes. It's the same marking systems, weightages, and 2 paragraphs. Now, there is a bit of difference between the article writing and report writing. And that I'll explain as you see the format first. See, we have only the byline missing here. Headline is there in the top. By is there, the person written, and leaving a line. Then the date in circle because of the fact that it's optional. Okay, we can write, we cannot write also. And same way the content comprises of 3 things: opening, details, and the conclusion. So it may be amended with 2 paragraphs or 3 better, as I said. Reports and articles, there's a slight difference. Reports, you report on a particular thing that has already happened, and generally it's on the basis of reported speech. Article is a generalized topic. A generalized topic, anything it can be. On vacation, say for example, on any kind of ideas,
for example traffic rules,
or anything, robotic system, cyber crimes,
so
anything we can write about. So that is articles.
The description.
Now here, after we go through the article writing, now we change on to the format of email. That's a smiley face, my god.
That is done.
How many days we did not see the smileys.
Of email writing.
Now here we have got 100 to 120 words on the left side. I just ticked just now. Now this has got a box. A box to be made with a pencil. Mind you, I will be making you understand how the boxes are made in emails.
Please
It is of
take
6 to
first of all
8
box has to
marks
be made, that's very clear. It's
and
written with pencil.
of 2 paragraphs.
And 6 to
So
7.
let us see.
6 to 7.
Now
6 to 8.
as you make the things,
What you call marks.
I will just
2
show you
paragraphs.
how to make.
That
It's
has to
made
be
with a
done.
pencil obviously, but the blue
You
lines
will
you
see
just
this.
watch.
Correct.
Now in
As you
this
see this,
there are
clarify with this.
a 1, now see
Format of
2,
email is
3,
first. In this
4
there are
and this one, the
like
5th one.
this,
This goes on.
and this,
Now how you
and
see the
this,
straight lines,
and
it's not that straight,
final
but
boxes like this.
straighter you can make it with a
So
pencil.
there are boxes. You need
Now
to
this
draw a
one
line.
and this
Straight,
one.
forward.
So this now full covered.
You need to draw
Now we have got
lines with
box number 1,
pencil.
box number 2, box number
And
3,
like this.
4, and the 5th one is the content box.
1,
So 5 boxes properly oriented, and lastly is the content box where normal regards names comes.
content box.
Like the body of the letter, it's same as that of the body of the letter.
Then is
Letter writing will go
from,
through. Don't worry.
and 2 are the email
Now here the first
addresses you
one
need to write.
connects with that of the
And
date.
subject of the email letter. Say for
Second,
example,
from and to
it may be
needs email addresses.
application for a leave or something or the
Now
other.
subject is the
mailing
4th
address.
block.
Fine.
What is the subject
That
of
has to
the
go. You need
this
2
one?
email addresses.
Now I will make you understand this one.
First
Let it not
here
be
you need
that much
email address.
hodgepodge.
This
Yes,
one
very
needs an email
clearly
address.
making you understand from
This
and
one
to.
needs an email address.
We need 2 email addresses.
And
From the
who
person
needs
who is
email
sending,
address?
you are the sender, and
Is the
2 is the person who is
sending
receiving
it.
this.
You are the sender.
So 2 addresses should be
So
clear.
you
Email
need an
addresses we
email
need
address
to
and
know how
also
to write.
whom it has been sent.
I think you know very well how to write the email addresses, and you have seen many emails, right? So this is a kind of a modern generation we should be knowing. Now here we come across email formats. Next we come across letter writing. Letter writing is very, very, very important, I can tell you. It comes in many of the classes, it starts from class 5th onwards. So it does not leave you any or the other way, formal, informal. Now you will see the types. First, taking into care number of words, 120 to 150, not more than that. Next, no boxes. And same way, the 2 paragraphs. Here we have divided letters into 2 types. Obviously, we know that formal and informal. Now, in the form, this letter has been generally we write applications, though it is 4 things are there. And in the informal, in the personal types of letters, we have relatives, friends letters, and inviting letters. Generally, we concentrate on relatives and friend letters. Okay, now how to make the letters? The formats. Fine. First one, formal letters, format. Not much complex. Sender's address. Mind you, sender's address has to be made in 3 lines only. Pin codes, I'll be specializing. Wait a minute. First you leave a line after sender's address, then the date, then again we leave a line. This is an editorial letter I have taken up. It can be written to the principal, it can be anything. Mind you, one thing I'm just underlining this. This is New Delhi, this 11001 is the pin code. This we need to write. And specifically, if you don't know, then we need to write at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Now next, sir, madam, leaving a line, subject, then leave a line, then the content of the body of the letter, that is of 2 paragraphs that I'm already writing it for you and you already have been specified. Last part is the part where you write down thanking you, yours sincerely, faithfully. I have written my name there. Please don't write my name. Okay, you should be writing your name, fine? Now, example of a formal letter. Now this you go through, you can pause and you can go through properly. Next is the format of a informal letter. Now informal letter we have been generally writing First is the sender's address, then we leave a line, then the date, then again we leave a line. Now we generally write to many kinds of people, like friends, cousins, uncle, aunt, brother, and many other relatives. The names may be changed, like Ankit, Ankita, I have told you. Ankit is the boy's name, and Ankita is a girl's name. The gender may be changed. Okay, and as you finish up, then you write down yours true friend or your loving son. You're the daughter, then obviously your loving daughter. The name should be written in a single, means don't write your surname there again. Now I will just point how you should write. Next one, you see this example properly, you can pause and you can see that Ashish were written there. Now these are two examples, or you can say exercises. I know you don't like. Now here you see formal letters to questions are there, informal letters to questions are there, so that you can solve and you can understand. Next time I would come up with other solutions, and you can have a greater idea. Subscribe to this channel, and I'm Bomik sir, signing off. Stay safe at your home, enjoy, study, write and speak and read a lot more English. Thank you.